such sights to show you.
Hey everybody, welcome to the show today. I'm the Drunk Kitten Tribbles. Hey, please hit like and subscribe if you like what we do here, and I hope you brought some beers.
Hey folks, welcome to the show today. We are Ultimate Radio right here on YouTube. Today we're going to be doing a song from the 1975 Doobie Brothers album Stampede, a song called I Cheat the Hangman. And I'll tell you what, every time that kitten steals Willie's beer, he's cheating the hangman if he doesn't get caught.
Yeah, boss, you gotta get up pretty early in the morning to catch us kittens stealing beer. Doobie Brothers are cool, man. They like lots of beers. You know how they got their name? They were all sitting around the table trying to figure out a name for the band, and one of their friends said, "Hey, you guys smoke so many doobies, just call yourself the Doobie Brothers." And they did.
All right, everybody. Yeah, a song written by Patrick Simmons for the Doobie Brothers. Let's go ahead and get into it. Pat Simmons, man, just comes up with the very coolest guitar parts.
The days grow short, the nights are gone. Since you were here, I can't go on. I cried for you to no avail. Now my life runs cold when the night winds wail. But I cheat the hangman, cheated him many times before. Then I told the hour, it's turned sweet lips to sour. Yes, I cheat the hangman, and even when life has flown away, I leave a kiss behind. The rain that fell upon my stone, like tears you cry, I shared alone. I walk the night, I cannot sleep. The love you spend, you cannot read. But I cheat the hangman, cheated him many times before. The bell light tolls the hour, has turned sweet lips to sour. Yes, I cheat the hangman, and even when life has flown away, I leave a kiss behind. The glow of love will shine. Lighted windows stare at the stranger there returning home. Only lighted windows stare at the lonely stranger there returning home.
All right. An interesting fact here, folks. You know, Pat's doing most of the vocal parts, but in the background parts is Maria Mulder. You probably remember her from the song Midnight at the Oasis. That's a fact I never knew, that she was actually playing on this song.
or stare at the lonely stranger there returning home.
All right. Vocals well worthy of something you'd hear from Crosby, Stills, and Nash or any one of the premium, vocal groups. And Pat Simmons just has a voice that just kills you, just wants to like rip your heart out. Now, what's really interesting is this song would be called a deep cut, but yet it still made number 60 on the Billboard Top 200. So, just about the early Doobie albums, just about every song on every album got airplay at one time or another. It was stuff that was just that good. But hey, have you got some insight onto the origins of this song for us, Kitten?
That's a really interesting story, boss. Patrick Simmons said that the name of the song actually came from when he saw an episode of Twilight Zone called An Occurrence at Owl Creek Bridge, where a Civil War soldier was actually going to be hanged, and he imagined himself getting away, but in the end, he did not get away, so he did not cheat the hangman.
Just an interesting fact, folks. This album was produced by Ted Templeman, as our friend Bill Church likes to call him, Ted Tempo Man. He also produced Van Halen. So let's go ahead and get this thing going again. Now it gets a little wild. Crazy drums. All right, just an absolutely amazing song. The Doobie Brothers have had so many songs that are so different from each other. From the early days with their rockers to their commercial hits like Long Train Running, Listen to the Music. And that's not even saying, when they switched gears completely and went with the Michael McDonald version of the band. But they're still at it. They're still playing today.
Yeah, boss, Patrick Simmons and Tom Johnston, almost the founding members of the band. Patrick Simmons is the only one that's actually been with them from the very beginning to the very end. Tom Johnston took some time off due to sickness, and that's when Michael McDonald joined the band. This was the first album that they actually did with Skunk Baxter as a full-time member. And just for the record, some other people appeared on this album also, like Ry Cooder and Curtis Mayfield.
All right, Kitten. Thanks for all that info. Yeah, that was a pretty good song, and I see doing more Doobie songs in the future for sure. They had so many good ones. But now it's time to get out of here and see if we can find a beer. I know the Kitten wants to find a beer. So hey, come see us on Facebook, and we'll see you next time.
All right, boss. Yes, it's time to get out of here and go find some beers. It's going to be hot again in Vegas today. Hey, everybody, come and look us up over on Facebook on Ultimate Radio Show. We'll see you later.